Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, welcome to Morphs Mondays, guys. Hey, I was in a little bit of a rush today. If you all notice, I have a little bit of a very flush face. Apparently, I was mowing the lawn and I hit something and my face didn't like it so much. But it looks like I got a little color, like I got a little tan, so that works out for me. Guys, happy Monday. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, a wonderful beginning of the week. And today we thought we'd talk a little bit about some of our rescues, but in particular about leopard geckos. Guys, we absolutely love leopard geckos over here at Morphs Milestones. It was one of the first lizards that we actually got into our collection, and one of the first ambassadors that we actually had, and we worked with our daughter. This little one right here is Razzle. I actually named Razzle Dazzle, and she was a surrender to Morphs Milestones. And when we did get her, she had a little bit of boo-boo, if you will, a little damage to her head, and we nursed her through her process and got her back to being good. I'm going to give you guys a little better view of her if she complies. There you go. She is a beautiful girl. She is one of our adoptable animals, and she will be joining us in Maine. But the big boss, aka Brenda, thought it might be nice to talk about taking care of a little leopard gecko. So guys, leopard geckos have been around since the get, and what I mean about that is I think they were one of the first really popular and mainstream lizards that you can keep as pets, and there's good reasons for it. A lot of people consider these guys basic or beginner level reptiles. That's a real word. The other one wasn't a real word, and that's kind of true. These guys are extremely durable, extremely hardy, and they're absolutely amazing, guys. These are wonderful, fantastic reptiles, and we love keeping them. So I have no forehead now, but guys, you can see the baby, so that's more important. And the forehead's back. Just joking there. But let's talk a little bit about leopard gecko care. So leopard geckos, they live in semi-arid territories, and they're pretty easy to keep. Because of their size, this is pretty much a full-grown adult female. They get a little bit bigger. There's some larger variances, there's some smaller ones. But what this means is when you have an animal, which is this size, give you a little shot here, it is super easy to make a wonderful and fantastic enclosure for them. And what that means is it makes life a lot easier for you to be really responsible and add a lot of enrichment. And enrichment can be the form of different things to climb on, like a wonderful, wonderful option is cork bark. You can use different types of substrate inside there. Oh, we have a wonderful piece of cork bark to show you here, which she might climb on, or she might not at the moment. But you can use cork bark, you can use different elevations for them, and you can use something the size of a 40-gallon breeder, which is pretty standard. So you can take your little leopard gecko and you can give them a wonderful environment. Now they do like having a hot spot, and you can do so with a lamp, which is a really good idea. And you also want a warm side hide and you want a cool side hide for them. Of course you want to have fresh actual water for them. And she thinks she is hunting something. I don't know if you guys can see this down here, but we'll have my lovely assistant zip down there. But she is checking stuff out and she is looking for some worms. She might be looking across the way. But back to their enclosure, a 40-gallon is more than big enough for them. And another huge positive about these little guys is they're super handleable. Guys, just like with anything, you want to be delicate with them. You want to be careful while you're handling them. But they calm down, they're super chill, they're super easy to be around. And even if you got one that maybe was a little bit testy, that needed a little bit more care so it wasn't so defensive, they're small enough that they can't really do any harm. So you can just have your little leopard gecko out, you can enjoy it. You don't have to worry about being harmed by it, and that can build really good confidence. They come in a variety of colors, so there's all different morphs, kind of like when you hear about ball pythons with different morphs. I believe this is more of a standard morph, but they have some hypo ones, they have some tangerines. I've heard ghost before. There's something out there called the Enigma gene. but they're just absolutely wonderful. They're fantastic little itty bitty lizards, and to me they have a ton of personality. At one point, I think we had 7 of these in the house, most of them being rescues, but each one had its own individual personality, a little bit different, and they're all fantastic. These guys are primarily, or they are pretty much, insectivores. So they'll eat really good things, like every now and then they'll eat some superworms, they'll eat some crickets. We're going to watch her eat a superworm. Very exciting. Sorry guys, it's a live feeding video. Buyer beware. But as you see, they're really easy to feed. You need to give them a calcium supplement that can help them along also, and you can get creative with their tank. You don't have to just go naturalistic. You can go naturalistic if you want to, but you can also go fun, you can go whimsical. And with their size, again, they are super easy to make a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic enclosure for. We'll see if she wants to stand up there. She may or may not. No, she's going for a walkabout right there. These guys are just really cool little animals. And like I said, this is Razzle Dazzle. She's one of the surrenders that we got in. And she is doing absolutely fantastic. She is going to be at the Maine Reptile Expo, and she's going to be available for adoption. I believe we're going to have her. We're also going to have a bearded dragon there. We were going to have more guys, but by the way, guys, thank you so much. We love you guys. All of a sudden, Autumn's Adoption Corner started growing and growing, and we've been getting more and more interaction. I think in the last week, babe, how many animals have we adopted out? We've adopted out 3. We found forever homes for 3 animals. 2 of those were 15-year-old plus ball pythons, and we got a few others in the mix. We got a king snake that found a home. We got a leopard gecko that found a home as well.
So it's 4.
Oh, so it's 4. So guys, thank you so much for your support. Guys, thank you. We love you. Thank you for the donations and everything you're doing to help make this possible and make this work happen, where we can go ahead and we can fill that niche and we can take care of these animals. We do have some education leopard geckos that will stay here with us forever. We have Nubs, we got Flo, and we got Blanche. And in another video, we'll bring those out and let you see them, and they are super cool, especially Branch. She's absolutely fantastic. Branch, I just said Branch. Her name is Blanche, guys. It's an L, not an R. But she is fantastic. She is amazingly low-key, and she does great with children. But if you guys love leopard geckos, if you're thinking about getting a lizard, I would strongly recommend them. They are a great beginner animal. They're a great forever animal. And it's just something you can be responsible with. It's something that you can learn husbandry with. And I can't say enough good things about them. And especially about this little one. I know it's kind of hard to see her. She's down there. But as you can see, she's a very chill animal. A very relaxed animal. What else? Well, you do need a human hide for them. And that's a good idea. These guys shed just like other lizards and other reptiles do. We're all familiar with the way that snakes actually shed. But these guys are really cool. They're really resourceful. They almost recycle. So as they shed, they'll actually eat it. And a really important part of that process is having the right amount of moisture so that when they do shed, it comes off evenly. It doesn't get stuck. And that way they keep all their little toes and digits intact, and they don't have any little damages or any problems there. Beyond that, you want that human hide, you want a cool hide, you want a warm hide, you want that spotlight. UVB never did them any wrong. There's a little bit of back and forth about whether UVB is necessary. You know what my idea is? If it's your pet, if you're keeping it forever, if you want them to be happy, if you want them to be healthy, there ain't nothing wrong with giving them UVB. It can help. And it's even better if you can say it. Guys, again, I apologize. Like I said, I had to go out because I was a slacker. And I didn't mow the lawn. And I had to run mow the lawn as it was raining. You can even see on my arm, it's all red. So I got a little reaction to something. But I'm going to do okay. And I'm doing better now that I'm hanging out with her. Can you tilt it down a little bit, babe, so they can see her? She's way more exciting than I am. Look at her. She looks like a little monitor. She's adorable. Well, guys, I really hope we see you in the main reptile expo if you guys are in New England. If not, I hope you're loving your reptiles, loving learning about them, learning about all the positive attributes to them. They all have such personalities and they're such wonderful animals. Guys, I just want to thank you all for your support. Keep life emotional, exciting, and we're going to see you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in to Morphs Monday. Next time we'll have some snakes on board. Take care now.